memorable games in Dallas. What do you remember about each of those?
Just going back home, a lot of people, a lot of family back there, and then back home is all Cowboy fans, so you want to have some bragging rights.
The game in 2019 when you scored 4 times, is that where would you rank that amongst the most fun games?
Definitely up there in the top, definitely top five. I haven't really sat back and thought about that. I just keep trucking away and trying to keep knocking the games down.
You gonna do any waving when you get in the end zone?
I don't know what I'm doing when I get in the end zone, but no.
Is it outlawed by you now, or is that still on the table?
Try not to get fined. I like my money, so
Right.
trying to keep all of that.
Sorry if you already answered something about this, just playing against Mike McCarthy, a guy that you know well.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the offensive side of the ball with him. So from that standpoint, I kind of don't really remember much of his playbook. I've been in this system for a long time, but just some of his philosophy, what he's trying to accomplish in that sense.
Playing the Cowboys, a team that's been so successful for almost 2 years now at home. How do you get through that challenge of playing at a crazy inside AT&T Stadium?
It's going to be loud. Try to silence them early, but we played in a lot of loud stadiums this year, so just handle the crowd noise and depend on each other, communication. Even if we can't hear each other, find a way to communicate.
I know this hasn't been the season you wanted in terms of injuries and stuff, but because of that, do you feel like there's less tread on the tires? Do you feel a little pressure going into the postseason than maybe you had the last couple times around?
No, I felt postseason is postseason. You're going to get amped up. You're going to rise up to that. So I'm just excited to be in the postseason, ready to run. Didn't feel like I've gotten back healthy and been able to show what I can do, kind of how I started the season. So, just look to continue to build off that momentum.
Aaron, during this season, there was a lot you said about this team's youth and would experience play a factor. Now you guys are going into the playoffs. Why do you think this team, as it is constructed, is ready for playoff football?
Did you look at our season? A lot of ups and downs. People counted us out before the season even started. We're resilient. We don't back down from anybody. We're not going to stop fighting, and we got a bunch of dogs in this locker room. So,
Have you put the future of yourself personally completely aside at this point?
sorry, one more time.
Have you put your personal future, what's next, completely aside? Have you thought about it at all over the last stretch?
Nah, I mean, we're in a playoff run, so I'll figure that out when that time comes. But right now it's just playing football, and this is where I want to be. So I don't see why I would be thinking about that. I have another year under contract, so no, that doesn't pop up in my head. Just how can we get the job done in Dallas?
Aaron, I know you had high hopes for the season coming in, and then the injuries. How difficult was that time for you to sit back and have to rehab when the offense is struggling on the field? You know that you can make a difference and help.
It's definitely tough. A lot of time spent just trying to get your body back right. Different treatments, different amount of things, long hours spent into it, weeks on weeks on weeks, and you get to a point like you start to question yourself, like, damn, do I want to continue to do this? But that's when things get tough. That's when it really shows who you are as a person, and just continue to work through that, fight through that. Showed up every day, was here for my teammates, trying to cheer them on, be whatever they needed me to be, and continue to work to get better every day. And I feel like I did that, and it stacked those days, and it's showing.
What's the biggest challenge that this Cowboys defense presents?
They're fast. They show multiple looks. They'll move Michael Parsons around. They play a lot of man coverage. They got good ball skills in the back end, and they play together.